A sweeping nature medicine analysis highlighted by time draws on the extraordinary depth of the UK biobank. Nearly half a million adults to deliver a shrinking conclusion. The conditions you live in and the choices you make shape your long term health far more than the genes you inherit. By painting, by pairing traditional health data with cutting edge pro proteomics, the researchers show that the forces accelerating biological aging are overwhelmingly environmental and behavioral, not genetic destiny. Smoking, inactivity, and socioeconomic adversity uh, emerge as the most powerful drivers of disease and premature mortality. What the study measured and why it mattered. The researchers assembled one of the most comprehensive aging data sets ever created. Data sources included whole, whole genome sequencing, MRI imaging, blood, urine, and saliva biomarkers, detailed lifestyle and social economic surveys, and crucially a proteomic subcohort of 45,000 people whose blood proteins were analyzed to interfere biological aging. At the heart of the analysis is the proteomic age gap, the difference between a person's chronological age and the age predicted by their protein profile. A large gap signals accelerated biological aging, essentially the body wearing out faster than the calendar would suggest. This metric this metric matters because it captures the cumulative imprint of lived experience on the body. Unlike genes, which are fixed, proteomic signatures shift in response to stress, pollution, diet, exercise, trauma, and social conditions. They, they offer a dynamic window into how life gets under the skin. Main findings. The results are both sobering and empowering. Relative contribute relative contributors. Environmental and lifestyle exposures explained 17% of disease-related mortality risk. Nearly an older order of magnitude more than the -2% attributable to genetics. In other words, the forces shaping longevity are largely modifiable. Uh, top harmful exposures. Smoking was the single most damaging factor associated with 21 out of 22 diseases examined. Low physical activity and socioeconomic hardship, including income instability, neighborhood disadvantage, and limited access to resources, were also major accelerants of biological aging. Where genes matter more. Genetics play more substantial role in a handful of conditions: breast, ovarian, and prostate cancers, as well as dementia. But even here, environmental factors still exerts a meaningful influence. The overreaching message: genes load the gun, but environmental pulls the trigger. Implications for individuals and policy. The study reframes longevity not as a personal mystery or a genetic lottery, but as a landscape shaped by choices, opportunities, and structural conditions. For individuals, the most powerful levers are familiar but newly validated at scale. Quit smoking, move your body regularly, nourish yourself well, maintain a healthy weight early in life, and cultivate environments that reduce chronic stress. These behaviors don't just prevent disease, they literally slow the molecular clock. For public health and policy, the findings underscore that longevity is a social achievement. Policies that reduce tobacco use, expand green spaces and walkability, improve air quality, strengthen economic security, and ensure equitable access to healthy food and safe housing could shift population level aging trajectories. Interventions that target childhood conditions may be especially impactful. Given the long shadow early exposure cast on adult health. Limitations and next steps noted by researchers. The anchors emphasize, or the authors emphasize, that this is not the final word on aging. Several important exposures: diet quality, environmental toxins, plastics, peptides, or pesticides, emerging pathogens, and chronic stress remain unexplored. They also know that the proteomic age gap, while powerful, captures only part of the complex biology of aging. Future work will need to integrate microbiome data, epigenetics, and metabobiomics, and longitudinal environmental measurements to build fuller picture. Still, the study marks a major step toward qualifying how life circumstances sculpt the aging process. One line takeaway: longevity isn't written in your DNA, it's written in your life you live and the world you live in. All right, guys. Those are shows for today. I will see you guys on Monday for shows. For now, Gator Wellness, take care.